Welcome to this laboratory of Bunkerman. Now, this is the first laboratory in our country which has been prepared specifically to test the equipment in button-up mode. Button-up mode means this button-up mode is adopted in a condition where outside environment becomes toxic or polluted. Then we close the facility from all directions and we do not take outside air for human inhalation in button-up mode. That is the definition of button-up mode. Whatever air is entrapped inside the facility or inside a room, that air is only used for survival of the persons for few days of duration, which is called button-up duration. So here we have made a facility, a laboratory has been specifically made here in which we can test the equipment for 7 days, 10 days or even 15 days, 30 days button-up period. So this is a room in front of you which is totally sealed. Now we are at present outside this room, and outside this room we have, I will explain you the type of equipment. If you see a pipe, this is a blue colored, grey colored pipe coming out of the room. This is taking the air from inside of the room to outside. Now this is a blower fan unit. This blower fan is sucking the air from inside the room, and then it is pushing the air from here into this filter. This is the Bunkerman filter which absorbs carbon dioxide and all other gases from the indoor air. All gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, ammonia, methane, even chlorine, all toxic gases are absorbed by this filter. This filter is specifically designed depending on the requirement of the users. And here we monitor the pressure drop at various levels. Here in intake air we measure the quantity of the carbon dioxide. Then after filtration, again what is the CO2 content in the air, it is recorded in this device, and then the pure air or fresh air, after removal of these toxic gases from the air, it goes back to the room. Now I will explain you. Now we will enter the room. Now when we enter the room, since the room is designed to operate in button-up condition, so we have to make a airlock or a vestibule type of arrangement. So this is a double door type of lock-up arrangement. So inside that room with the yellow door is the room which is totally sealed from all directions. It is working in button-up mode. So anybody entering from outside in the room, first we open the door and come inside. Now you also come inside. We have to close this door so that outside air does not enter the room. So this is a airlock type of system. Now this room has been prepared for button-up condition. Now in this room, if you see the room, this is sealed from all directions. All doors, windows are hermetically sealed in this particular room. So this is a laboratory. This is having a split type air conditioner on top, and this split air conditioner, as you know, this keeps on circulating the internal air. It keeps the internal air cool. The air from the room goes to the indoor unit of the split air conditioner, it gets cooled and comes back. So this is not adding any fresh air in the room. You can see the fan on top. This fan helps in circulating the air only inside the room. It mixes up the air. So if people like us are here in the room, whatever carbon dioxide we generate, it gets distributed to the entire room over a period of time. Similarly, if somebody smokes a cigarette here, we will conduct the test today for cigarette. So this cigarette smoke is also distributed throughout the room. And then we measure the quantity of the pollutant gases in the room, and then we will start filtration and we will see the results today. So today our aim is here to see some test. I will explain you subsequently. Now in this room there is a provision, as you can see, this pipe is going outside. Down below you can show this pipe. Now this is the outlet pipe from the room to outside. The air blows from this pipe, it goes to the fan coil unit which is placed outside, and then goes to the filter, and the filtered air comes through this pipe from the outdoor unit and then it is distributed in the room through these vents. So this is the system, and in front of here facility management system. We have installed this facility management system in this room. Here we will be monitoring all types of gases, the contents of the gases in the room like carbon dioxide, the pressure in the room, carbon dioxide, TVOC, PM 2.5, PM 10 particulate matters in the room, ammonia, HCSO, that is formaldehyde, oxygen content in the room, NO2 content in the room. In the computers, through the facility management system, all these readings are recorded. They can be recorded automatically. The data goes into the Excel file, and we can collect the data from this room. Now, just to give you the brief introduction, I am happy to announce that this laboratory is the first of its kind in our country, because we wanted to conduct the test of gases under button-up conditions. I approached Indian government, we approached DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, we went to DRD Gwalior, even DEBL Bangalore, DRDO in New Delhi, and we requested them to test some of our equipment. But after studying our proposal, they said that they do not have any facility in the country which can test our equipment in button-up mode the way it is required to be tested. So, based on that feedback, we developed this laboratory here in Baddi in our Bunkerman factory, and we invited the scientists to examine and test our equipment in this laboratory. So, the scientists from Indian government departments like IIT Kharagpur, the scientists from DRDO Gwalior, DRDO Bangalore and DRDO Delhi, and the engineers and scientists from other organizations like Indian Army, Navy, Air Force and other research organizations in the country have visited us. People from Larsen & Toubro Limited, on the directions given to them by DRDO, they have visited our facilities, and some tests have been conducted here in this laboratory. Even some engineers from Indian Oil Corporation Limited, they came here because they wanted some solutions for their refineries. So, their equipment have been tested here, and most of them have conveyed their total satisfaction to this. Now, a new requirement has come to us from some 5-star hotels in the country and some airports authority of India. They have some smoking rooms in those hotels. Smoking rooms are those rooms where smoking, cigarettes, etc. is permitted by them. So, there we face a problem because the cigarette smokes creates a lot of toxic gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and nicotine, even NO2 are generated by smoke of such cigarettes. So, as on date, they do not have any provision to absorb this smoke into filters like what we are doing. As on date, what they do, they collect this smoke or the air from these smoking rooms and they throw it outside in the environment. So, in a sense, we are polluting the environment. So, we at Bunkerman have developed a new technology where we absorb all pollutants from the air, including the smoke coming out of the cigarette from the smoking rooms, and we can collect this smoke into our filters and provide the clean air to the room for human inhalation. And after our filters get saturated, we provide the new filters, and old filter material is being converted by us into minerals rich organic manure. So, this manure acts as nutrients to our trees and plants, and therefore, it has the very good advantage that we do not pollute the environment anymore, and whatever pollutants we collect from indoor air or outdoor air, we convert them into minerals rich organic manure, which is used as a nutrients by trees and plants, and these trees and plants again give us oxygen and food. They absorb carbon dioxide and other pollutions from the air and provide us the oxygen and food. So, this complete system becomes a sustainable system of mutual survival of trees and plants or natural resources on the earth and human beings. So this is the system which, in our opinion, this can solve the problem of global warming and climate change in the entire world. So now we will see today, we will physically see in this room, this is about 4.5 meter by 4.5 meter size room, which is closed from all directions. Let us assume today that this is the smoking room of a hotel or of a airport, and we will today smoke few cigarettes here, or if we are not smokers, we will just burn these cigarettes, create the smoke, and we will test what happens to this room, what all gases are generated by this cigarette smoke. And then we will start the filtration system in the room and see how this pollution is being removed from this room by our filtration system and how it is collected by our systems. Later on, this collected pollution of the cigarettes can be converted into mineral-rich organic manure. So we will practically see it today. Okay, so we will start the test. We will keep recording the contents of this presentation or demonstration or experiment in between. Okay, you can see here that now we are working from a laboratory which has been specifically prepared for testing our equipment in button-up mode. So this laboratory is sealed from all directions. No air from outside is permitted to enter this room, and no air from here is also going out, except what we have been permitted for our filtration. There is a filter outside, and the air from this room will move, pass through that filter in a closed circuit and come back to this room through these vents. So now you can see here the reading of carbon dioxide in this room at present is 898 parts per million. TVOC level is 35 parts per billion ppb. PM 2.5 is 17.1 microgram per meter cube. PM 10 particulate matter content is 28.6 microgram per meter cube. Ammonia is 0. Formaldehyde present reading is 0 ppm. Oxygen is 20.53%. Oxygen is measured in percentage here. NO2 is 0 ppm. This is the natural condition when we opened the room and we started our test. Now we will burn few cigarettes here. These are the cigarettes. We will try to smoke and use some cigarettes here. Come, you can try one or two. Room with a little smoke by the cigarettes, and we will observe whether these levels of carbon dioxide or other gases, whether they increase or decrease. And we are 3 persons in the room. So please consider that each person is also generating the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is being generated by 3 persons in this room and this cigarette smoke, and let us see what happens. Yeah, we are non-smokers, but we will just blow this cigarette and leave the smoke into the room. You can see here the carbon dioxide level has already started increasing. It has become 922. What was the initial reading? What was the initial? Started CO2 level at 877. With the smoke, it has already become 922.23. The TVOC was 38. Just see, within few minutes, the TVOC level has increased to 57, 56, 57 ppb. PM 2.5 was 17.9. It is ranging there only, 17.9, 16.9. PM 10, it was 33. It has become 30.4 and all. It is, so PM 2.5, PM 10 have not changed yet so far, but we will see in course of time whether particulate matters in the room goes up or go down. Formaldehyde, which was 0 earlier, now it has become 0.24. So formaldehyde has increased. There is oxygen. 5.9, when we started the test, it has marginally reduced to 20.47%, 20.50%. So over a period of time, the carbon dioxide level is increasing, TVOC is increasing considerably, HCHO is increasing, PM 2.5, PM 10 are moving around there only. PM 10, 33.5. Yeah, PM 10, which was 38.5 when we started the test, Now PM10 has become 126.6. So even the particulate matter in the air are increasing by cigarette smoke. PM2.5, which was 17.9 earlier, focus here. When we started the test about 5 minutes back, PM2.5 in the room was 17.9. Now it has become 85.2, 86. So it is quite evident that the toxic gases contained in the air like carbon dioxide, formaldehyde, TVOC and particulate matters PM2.5, PM10 are increasing in the room slowly, and we have just smoked 2 cigarettes, not even 2 cigarettes, burnt half only till so far, and we will burn few more cigarettes. Just see, in a smoking room in any hotel or airport, you will find generally 5 to 6 people sitting in the smoking room, and you can imagine the quantity of smoke being created there. Here we are 2 of us, we are non-smokers, we are just burning the cigarette, trying to create some smoke in this room for our testing purposes only, and see the effect. Okay, I will show you the difference in 10 minutes by smoking just less than 1.5 cigarettes. When we started about 10 minutes back, CO2 level in the room was 877. Now CO2 level is 967 parts per million. TVOC level we started at 32 ppb. Now after 10 minutes TVOC level is 121. PM2.5 we started at 17.9. Now PM2.5 is 159. So this much is the increase just by burning about 1.5 cigarette in the room for past about 5 to 10 minutes. PM10, which was earlier 33.5, PM10 has now become 191.9, 193.1. Formaldehyde, which was 0, this has become 0.18. So it is fluctuating. It increased in between. It means cigarette smoke, when intensity was more, the formaldehyde was more. Now that cigarette smoke has been, you can say, dissipated in the entire room. So the content has been diluted at this place where we have placed the sensors. So the reading has come down. So we will see, just switch on that fan now, we will see the effect. Let the air get circulated throughout the room. Yeah, we have switched on the fan so that this smoke is mixed throughout the room and gives us average value of the smoke and other gases in the room. So let us see what happens. In the meantime, these 2 cigarettes are burning, let them burn. So this is the real test which we are doing, and we will just keep on informing you what are the contents of various gases inside this room before we started smoking and after we finished smoking these 3 cigarettes in the room. Yeah, you can record it. This is the effect of just 4 cigarettes we have burnt so far, and these 4 cigarettes are not yet fully burnt. So we will wait for them to burn fully so that this smoke is spread into the room. 45. Now it is 11:57. So about 12 minutes are over. So within these 12 minutes, let me tell you the difference in the contents of the gases in this room. When we started the test about 12 minutes back, the CO2 level was 877 ppm. 877 ppm. Now the carbon dioxide level in the room has increased to 1015 parts per million. And gentlemen, the safe limit of carbon dioxide in a room for human health is 800 parts per million. So in any room, the CO2 content should not cross more than 800 to 1000 parts per million as per standards laid down and as per ASHRAE and ISHRAE codes of practice. The upper limit is 1000 parts per million. So here CO2 level has already crossed 1000 parts per million in this room just by presence of 3 persons and smoking just 4 cigarettes for few minutes. The TVOC level, which was 32 ppb, it has increased from 32 to 137 ppb now. The particulate matter in the room, PM 2.5, which was earlier 17.9 microgram per meter cube, PM 2.5 has now become 318 parts microgram per meter cube. So this has already crossed that safe limit of AQI. PM 10, which was 38.5 microgram per meter cube, it has become 296.76 microgram per meter cube. Rather, it has crossed 304, 305 now. HCHO, that is formaldehyde, was almost 0, it was 0.01. Now formaldehyde has become 0.12. Formaldehyde increased in between from 0.0 to 0.13, but now it is ranging from 0.1 to 0.12. Now oxygen level in the room is still 20.55. When we started it was 20.59, so it is just reduced marginally, oxygen content, because whatever was the oxygen in the room, some oxygen has been consumed by 3 of us, and some oxygen must have been consumed by burning of these cigarettes also. So oxygen level in the room has marginally decreased, but major increase is in carbon dioxide, TVOC, formaldehyde, PM 2.5 and PM 10. So we will wait for some more time, let it get stabilized, let the room, and then we will start filtration system, and we will see whether these toxic gases in this room, they get reduced or they remain the same or they increase. See the cigarette butts, they are fully burnt. So no more smoke is coming out of this cigarettes anymore. We just burnt 4 cigarettes, and whatever smoke and whatever toxic gases are generated by the cigarette smoke, they are already getting mixed in the air inside this room, which is now working in button up mode. All windows and doors in this room are sealed. No outside air is permitted in this room to enter on its own. No inside air is permitted to leak out. When we will start the filtration system now, then the air from this room will move out to our filter unit, Bunkerman filters, which are placed outside, which I showed you, and this will enter, this will go out from this pipe, which is the outlet pipe from the room. The air, we have not yet started the blower system, we will now start the blower system. The air will start flowing from this room, go outside, pass through the filters, Bunkerman filters, which I showed you earlier, and the improved air or the filtered air will come inside the room again through this filter, and this will be circulated for few minutes. Now when we start the filtration system, and then we will observe these readings. We have noted down the present reading now, and we will now observe the reading after start of the filter. Just for your information, I will just tell you what are the present reading now. The present reading in the room, carbon dioxide level is 1051 ppm, TVOC is 107 ppb, PM 2.5 is 292.29, PM 10 is 327.5, formaldehyde is 0.09, oxygen level is 20.51 or 20.49. It is fluctuating between 20.49, so average is, let us say, 20.5 oxygen level. So now we can start the filtration system. So the air or smoke is almost mixed throughout this room, which is of 4.5 meter by 4.5 meter size approximately, and now you can start the filtration system, and we will see what happens to the indoor air of this particular room. Yes, now we have started the filtration system. You can just note down these reading first. Now I will again repeat the reading. When the filtration has started, CO2 level is 1066 ppm, TVOC is 111 ppb, PM 2.5 is 287.2, PM 10 is 320.9, HCHO is 0.08, oxygen content is 20.47%. So now we will observe, maybe after 5 minutes or 7 minutes, these pollutants level in the room will go down, because the air from here is going to our filters, Bunkerman filter which has been prepared to absorb basically CO2 and PVOC and these toxic gases like carbon monoxide and other things. We have not yet put the particulate matter filter in this, but some of the particulate matter will be absorbed by our filters. Otherwise, for arresting the particulate matters, we provide the HEPA filters. We will use it, but today HEPA filter has not been used in our filter so far. But we will observe as to our filter material or filter media, it absorbs some of the particulate matters also. So we will record the reading and we will come to know how much reduction in air and other gases is achieved by our Bunkerman filter today. Just started our filtration system in this room about 5 minutes back, and I will tell you the reading of various gases in the room just after 5 minutes of starting our filtration system of Bunkerman filters. Now carbon dioxide level, which was 1065 ppm, it has come down to 986 ppm within 5 minutes. So this shows the efficiency of our Bunkerman filters. The TVOC level, which was 105 ppm when we started the filtration, this has been reduced from 105 ppm to 85 ppm. The TVOC level was 105 ppb when we started the filtration, now it is 82 ppb. Now PM 2.5 was 288.1 microgram per meter cube. After filtration, now it has been reduced to 240.5, 237.8 now, 236.8 microgram per meter cube. So there is a reduction even in the PM 2.5 after filtration by Bunkerman filters. PM 10 reading, the starting reading was 321.7. Now it has reduced to 266.7 microgram per meter cube. The HCHO, that is formaldehyde, which was 0.09, now it has been reduced to 0.04 ppm. So there is a drastic reduction even in formaldehyde just after about 5 to 6 minutes of starting the filtration. The oxygen level, which was 20.46 earlier, it has marginally increased to 20.48, 20.47, 20.48%. Now it has become 20.49, 20.51. So there is a percentage increase in the oxygen, because if the percentage of other toxic gases decrease in the room, that is carbon dioxide, HCHO, so obviously the oxygen content in the room has increased. So these are our observations. Just about 6 minutes are over. So after about 6 to 7 minutes, these are the readings. We will wait for another few minutes and see whether the indoor air inside the room is being cleaned by our filter or not. Okay gentlemen, it is now almost 1 hour after we started the filtration, when the room was filled by smoke, and I will just tell you the present reading. The carbon dioxide content in the room after start of the Bunkerman filters for about 1 hour, it has been now reduced to 599 parts per million from 1060 ppm. The TVOC level has also considerably been reduced to about 23 ppb. The initial level when we filtration started, it was 105 ppb. So TVOC from 105 ppb has been reduced to about 29, 30 ppb in the room, so which is quite acceptable. Even the PM 2.5 has considerably been reduced below 100. Present reading of PM 2.5 is 88.6. Even PM 10 has been reduced to below 100. You can see the present reading is 99.6. Formaldehyde, which is a cancer causing agent in cigarette smoke, it has become 0 ppm. Oxygen level is being maintained around 20.4, 20.5, which is quite okay. So this way you can see that these Bunkerman filters are able to filter out almost all the toxic gases, the harmful gases of cigarette smoke, which include carbon dioxide, formaldehyde, PVOC and particulate matters PM 2.5 and PM 10. It has been reduced in fact from a figure initially PM 2.5 was 288 microgram per meter cube. It has been reduced below 100. Present reading you can see is 84.6. And PM 10, which was 321.7 after cigarette smoke, it has been reduced to about 97.5 microgram per meter cube, which is quite acceptable results. So here I feel very happy that our today's trial on Bunkerman filters to absorb the harmful gases and other contents of cigarette smoke have been absorbed by our Bunkerman filters, and it is now providing the clean air in this room. So with this system, if it is installed in the smoking room, any 5-star hotel or airport or any other place, I think this will give us the satisfactory results. And the main advantage of this is because as on date there is no such system or device available in India or even outside India which absorbs these pollutants from the indoor and outdoor air and which converts it into the organic manure. This is our major achievement of Bunkerman filters, Bunkerman technology, that whatever pollution we collect from the air, we don't send it back to the environment like other filters. We convert it into mineral rich organic manure and we give it to the farmers for use as mineral rich organic manure. This increases the crop production, it provides nutrients to our trees, plants and crops, and a sustainable system what was existing earlier, it will come back. So we feel that if you want to restore the environment which was existing in this world prior to the industrial era, the CO2 content in the air used to be 280 parts per million, 300 parts per million. But after uncontrolled industrialization took place after 19th and 20th century, today the carbon dioxide content in the environmental air has increased from 280 parts per million to about 425 parts per million is the world average. In India, in big cities like Delhi, Calcutta and Greater Noida, Hyderabad, Guwahati, we have observed that in most of the places outside air carbon dioxide content has increased even beyond 500 parts per million today. So if we want to stop the global warming and climate change in India and in fact in the entire world, so here is the technology, the Bunkerman technology which we are giving to the world. I suggest that this should be implemented in all the houses, in all offices, in all hospitals, in all malls, wherever, on all indoor systems. This technology should be adopted. This will not only give you the clean air, the healthy air for your living, but it will also clean the environment outside. And this technology has to be adopted by everybody, because if you adopt this in bits and pieces, it is not going to solve the environmental problem of the world. If you want this global warming should be arrested, climate change should be arrested, or it should be reversed back, then there is a requirement of implementing this Bunkerman technology on the Indian principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Entire world is one family for us, so everybody has to adopt this. So this is what I am requesting the Government of India. I had already written letters regarding this to our Honorable Prime Minister, National Security Advisor, the Defence Minister, Environment Minister, Railways Minister. I think as on date they are present in elections, but the moment they are free from elections, I will again take up this case with them, and there is urgent need of implementing this technology in our country and in the world. Thank you.